The China Fugazi. Yeah, it's a Fugazi. The numbers come, well, we've been long-time listeners know this. For years and years and years, we have always made fun of the rosy Chinese economic numbers. Again, it's a command and control economy. They just make stuff up. Okay. And remember the Lego movie, they had the song, "Everything is Awesome." Anytime, whether it be the Soviet Union, whether it be North Korea, everything is awesome. They never tell you the truth about what's really taking place. And hey, you know what? We've had our fair share of Fugazi numbers here in the United States as well. But anyway, China said on Friday that their economy, yes, we did it. We hit the official economic growth target for the year. Right. Sure you did. Right. Yeah. Again, it's all, remember Tommy Flanagan, John Lovitz, Saturday Night Live, the pathological liar. He's like, yeah, that's the ticket. Yeah, that's the ticket. I get these. We hit our growth target for 2024. That's China. Yeah. Tommy Flanagan. Right. This domestic growth is not good over there. Demand for credit is next to non-existent. They've been trying to pump up the economy with stimulus. Again, a lot of the local governments in China have resorted to paying their bills with property instead of cash. They're giving away land. What's next? Chickens? Egg rolls? I don't know. You tell me. Not good. Not good. We've discussed how China has funded a lot of their government by selling land. Anyway, and you take a look at some of the data points here. They did some trade-in stuff there, like cash for clunkers here in the United States. They did a trade-in for cars, a trade-in for household durable items like ovens and refrigerators and washing machines. Helped out to some degree, but it's all, like I said, one big fat fugazi. China they still are exporting a lot. They're 30% of the 30% of global manufacturing comes out of China, and they're going to continue to try to export as much as they possibly can. Again, it's a bit of a cash cow for them, but they are in trouble. So what should we do? Why does this matter to us? We've had these China hawks that are, they're prevalent on TV. We've got to be ready to go to war again. So that's just we need. We need another war. We're going to war with China. Right. I've reminded people this here on the program. It helps. I mean, the education we get in this country, we don't do a very good job in understanding other societies. It's something that we all should do on our own, and picking up a history book from time to time. I highly recommend going and just studying the history of China. They've never in their history ever been a power that goes out and invades other countries. It's not what they do. That's not how they've operated. With that being said, people are like, well, what about Taiwan? Well, again, read the story, the history of Taiwan. What is Taiwan? Taiwan was part of China. Technically, we still say it's part of China. That's our stance as a nation at this point in time. We both need one another, really do. That's just the reality. But both countries need one another. And to me, I look at this as an opportunity to improve relations with this country. Who was it? Hu Jintao was in charge of, this was back in 2008. It's when they had the Olympics in China. If you remember, George W. Bush went over there. George W. Bush went over there, and he actually wrote about this in his book. And they were, talking about concerns. And George W. Bush's, he told, Hu Jintao, his big concern was obviously, terrorism and keeping America safe. And Hu Jintao's concern was, putting more and more people to work every single year, growing their economy. And he also mentioned to him that the Russians suggested to China, this again, 2008 financial crisis, to put the screws to us, start unloading American bonds just to cause us a little bit more of pain. And they didn't do it. And again, some of it could be obviously was in their best interest as well, because they start, selling it. That word gets out. They own a lot of those bonds too. They're going to actually hurt their own position. I get that. The relationship we have with China, and there's no doubt about it, they've taken advantage of us, but we let them do it. We let them do it, like Trump says, to bad deals, stupidity. To restart this relationship, put it on a better footing, I quite frankly think that that's the smart move. Now, the hawks out there, no, can't do that. No, why wouldn't you do that? Why wouldn't you seize this opportunity? Because that's what it is. And again, I'm going to read to you what Donald Trump tweeted out. I just spoke to Chairman Xi Jinping of China. The call was a very good one for both China and the U.S. It is my expectation that we will solve many problems together and starting immediately. We discussed balancing trade, fentanyl, TikTok, and many other subjects. President Xi and I will do everything possible to make the world more peaceful and safe. Exactly what we want out of a commander-in-chief. WatchDog on Wall Street.com.